Hey there, it's Bobby Legs and welcome to another episode of Bobby Legs Loves Watches. And today, you and I will be taking a look at the Doxa Army Watches of Switzerland Limited Edition. Before I get started with this video, I'd like to thank my good friend and subscriber to the channel for lending in his watch for review. It's because of great guys like him that I'm able to do these reviews. They send in their watches. I'm able to do these reviews, create content, and it's very much appreciated. If you have a watch that you would like to see be reviewed on my channel, I have my email address in the description below. Please reach out to me. Like I said in the beginning of the intro, that this is the Doxa Army. It is a limited edition, 100 pieces, in conjunction with Watches of Switzerland. Currently, they are all sold out, but still noteworthy to do a review on this because it is a reissue of the very legendary and elusive Doxa Army of the mid to late 1960s. So I have a couple of resources, links to resources in the description below. One to Monochrome, one to Hodinkee, which I got some of the information of this watch for this video. And from what I'm getting at from the Hodinkee article is that in the mid to late 60s, the Swiss Army decided to create this special military diving force, and Doxa provided some of those watches, issued watches to those divers, and one being the Doxa Army. And so this is a black ceramic case, right? So the original one was stainless steel, and they were black, and they weren't PVD coated or DLC coated. What I'm getting at from the Hodinkee article is that the cases were dipped in oil and then heated, and that process of oxidation darkened the case to black. And so, again, I'm no expert here on these special issue watches from the mid to late 60s by Doxa, but from what I understand, there's not many examples around, and a lot of them had lost that blackness to the steel, that black coloring. So let's jump right into the specs. We have a 42.5 millimeter case diameter, 44.5 millimeter lug to lug, just under 12 millimeter case thickness, flat sapphire crystal. Again, this is a black ceramic case. Very, very cool use of material here. You know, most watches that I see are stainless steel. Every once in a while, I get to see something special like this, ceramic or titanium and whatnot. You could see the newer logo here, the Jenny logo here on the crown here, an orange FKM rubber strap here with a folding clasp that is stainless steel, and it's DLC or PVD coated, I think, with a wetsuit extension here, Doxa here, and that symbol there as well. 120 click bezel here, very, very snappy and satisfying. You have a solid case back here, and there is a titanium chamber for the movement, and the movement is the Salida 200, and it's cost certified. 26 joules, 28,800 beats per hour, 38-hour power reserve. Very cool pattern inside that metal strap that rubber strap as well. You have this nice creamy matte beige dial with white minute markers and a black track here. Orange hands. Orange is very synonymous with Doxa. When I think of orange dial watches, I often just think of either a couple of brands, Doxa and Seiko, but Doxa mainly. Date at the 3 o'clock window. Nice knurling grip on the crown. And you have 300 meter water resistance here. That first position is going to wind. The second position is going to change the date. And the third position, the last position, will change the time, of course. Super Luminova on the hands and on the second hand right there. And you see these cutouts and the hour markers here are also loomed. Really awesome loom on this watch. I'm going to throw this on my wrist, and I have a 6 3/4 inch wrist. And it is big on my, well, I mean, my buddy has a big wrist, so it's not going to be a snug fit, of course. But if you ever put any of these Doxa watches on, you know how they feel, and the very flat surface of it really sits nicely on the wrist here. The short lug to lug will fit most wrists. I could recommend this for wrists as small as 14 centimeters for sure. Now the packaging here is interesting. You have this camo with not your typical camo colors. I would say you have this interesting red and blue, and a NATO strap with the same pattern. And you know, my first thought when I saw this was like, it's kind of like, you know, doesn't match. It's kind of hideous. But there is some historical reference here. I saw an image, and you can see it in the monochrome article of the satchel, I guess you can call it, that the watch came in, and it was of this pattern. So it's not out of nowhere where they came with this camo pattern, but it's interesting for sure, and it just gives it a nice little historical touch. Again, this watch is ceramic here, and now it's fitted for a wrist bigger than mine, but let's take a nice little weight here and see how much this watch weighs. And you're looking at 122 grams. Now, I really like this watch. Now, this watch is currently unavailable. It did sell out, $4,500 USD. Pretty steep number, but you see a lot of ceramic watches in this range, around this price range. From Omega, you'll see, from Tudor. You might see some a little bit less, but you know, this is kind of like in the ballpark, and it is a limited edition. If you missed out on this, I don't think you have too much to fret here, because I do believe like Doxa will probably, based on the popularity of this, will maybe do another run. And if it's not another run of ceramic, they may do a stainless steel with a DLC or PVD coating. I think they're kind of setting it up for that, maybe at a price a lot less than obviously for $4,500 if they go with stainless steel with that DLC coating. I would probably imagine somewhere in the $2,000 range, and I think that would be a huge hit, because it is a classic style that really appeals to a lot of collectors, and a lot of collectors who are into the military style watch. The one thing that does peeve me a little bit here is that you have this PVD coated or DLC coated stainless steel bracelet, and it kind of has a shine to it. It doesn't, I feel like they could have done a little bit of a better job making sure that this kind of matched. And I'm not saying that I mean, I don't know if you can make a ceramic clasp, and you probably could, or maybe that would break or be susceptible to breaking. And that's why they went with stainless steel, but maybe have a powder coated, like a little more of a matte effect to go with the matte style ceramic coloring here. That would be just my only suggestion. Otherwise, I think this is a home run. This is a great looking watch, and man, my buddy is lucky to be able to pick one of these up, because I think this is an instant classic as a reissue for sure. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this watch. Please put a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. If my channel is new to you and you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and click that bell icon to get updates when I upload new videos. I love making these videos, and I hope you like them too. And also, if you want to support the channel, please buy me a cup of coffee. The link is in the description. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.